Hello everyone, this is the Gaming Cat here. So, I accidentally forgot to save the last time, so I had to replay the last level, so some of my stats might look different to you, but I don't know the specifics. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about something a bit different today. Like, at this point in Doom, there's not much to talk about just yet, and if I do see anything new, then I'll just talk about it the next time. So, I want to talk a bit about the where's the fair use hashtag going on right now, and some of my own experiences with fair use as well, because that's a topic that a lot of the YouTubers I like are talking about. Like, I Hate Everything, Josh Scorcher, Mr. Enter, Alpha Omega Sin. So I've definitely had quite the history with dealing with YouTube's messed up fair use system. Like, I can even say, without a doubt in my mind, that of all the YouTube poopers out there, I am the one who has had the worst experiences with it. I'm not joking. Like, ever since the very beginning, I had trouble with copyright claimers. Like, even from the beginning, from my very first YouTube poop, it was claimed by this company called WMI, which I guess holds the right to Pink Floyd music or something. I don't know. I originally had the song Wish You Were Here playing during the end credits of that, but because that was back when I didn't feel like... I was just trying to get my feet on the ground at the time, and I didn't want to deal with too much trouble. I just had them take the song out, I re-uploaded it, and, yeah, that was the end of that. And WMI did the same thing with, the Squishword starts a neo-fascist dictatorship YouTube poop, but because I was more ballsy at the time, I actually decided to fight that. But anyway, that was thankfully the last that WMI was harassing me. Unfortunately, with Viacom, they have never stopped. Like, they have never ended their constant dogging of me and my videos. I don't think there's a single YouTube poop of mine yet that hasn't been copyright claimed in some way or another. And definitely the worst case that this happened was back in 2014. It was the period during the summer where it not only was the first time that my entire channel was copyright taken down, but it also affected me in real life, and I'll explain. So, during that time, I had taken a break from my YouTube channel for a while because I had to work on my senior seminar, where I was making a short documentary. And the funny thing about that is, the reason why I've still not uploaded that documentary is because I actually was thinking about doing that, but I emailed an owner of some of the footage I used to see, hey, can I make this public? And they said, okay, you can only use this for education purposes, but you can't make this public. And I said, okay, that's fine. But it was very frustrating to know that something I had spent a lot of hard work and effort on, I couldn't make public. But I complied because, well, at that point, I just wanted that whole thing to be over. I mean, I'm very proud of that documentary, but at the same time, it caused a lot of stress. Like, by the time I was finished with it, when I started going back to school, I was at a point where I would just come home exhausted, but instead of doing what I usually do, which is just actually unwind and just, like, chill for a bit, I would just start working on whatever homework I had right away, no matter how stressful it was and how it would keep building onto the stress I had already accumulated. And after something I've been looking forward to all summer was finally being rid of all my... Like, after I finished the documentary, I would finally be able to get back to my channel and finally finish Spingleblap, Crack Trick, and Mr. Crustacean Go to Darfur. But the thing is, around the time that I had finally finished the project that had caused me so much stress and so much anxiety, like, this was a really hard thing to work on, that was right around the time that my entire channel, it got hit with multiple copyright strikes, and it was taken down, and I was crushed by this. Like, that was, like, my channel was basically the light at the end of the tunnel for me in my life at that point, so when I realized that it was gone, I was just devastated by it. Like, I would come home just every day absolutely tired and weary, and I had barely any way to relieve it. One of my favorite hobbies was gone. It was so bad, I even fell into a depression for about a week, and that's my first impression and hopefully my last, and let me tell you, it sucks. I have several friends who have gone through depressions at some point or other. Some of them still do, and it's like, mine only lasted for a week. If they have to deal with that for longer, that's horrible. So yeah, there were times in my high school classes where I had to excuse myself because I was about to have an emotional breakdown. There was one time when I came home from school, and I was so just emotionally drained that my mom even told me, no, you should not work on your schoolwork right now. Just go downstairs, do your exercise regimen, watch SpongeBob, maybe you'll feel better. And I went down, but as soon as I started to try to do it, as soon as I did, I just collapsed to the floor and started crying, because I was at everything just sucked. Everything felt awful, and that was just at the start of the channel takedown. I'm not even getting into how much bullshit I had to do to get it back. Like, you think Mr. Enter had a tough time trying to get his channel back? Mine took a month and a half. That is how fucking long it took. Like, the first time I did, I went onto YouTube's website, I checked everything out, I found this link saying, if your channel's been taken down, file a complaint here and we'll get around to you. So I did that. I said, hey, my channel was unfairly taken down, my videos fall within fair use, this shouldn't be happening. They got back to me, like, I think that it actually took about a week for them to get back to me, and they said, okay, well, you have to send us a video, otherwise we don't know if you're lying or not. And I emailed them back saying, okay, but the thing is, you took down my channel. I can't show you any videos. And they never responded to that email. So 2 weeks later, I decided, okay, maybe what I could do is I could ask them to, like, temporarily bring it back up so I could at least give them the links to the videos. So I emailed them that. A week later, they responded saying, hey, so what I said was, so my channel is taken down and I can't show you the videos, so do you think you could bring them back up? And here is what they emailed me back with. What they said was, hey there, it looks like your channel has been taken down, so we can't see your videos. Don't worry, file a complaint and we'll see if we can get back to you. And it's like, that's what I literally just did, and that's what the purpose of this email is, you dumb fuck! Are you high? Just, why do you think I'm emailing you in the first place? Like, so basically, I spent several weeks going around in a loop on a wild goose chase because they are so incompetent that they can't even be bothered to pull their heads out of their asses long enough to actually know what's going on. It's like, yes, I know my channel has been taken down. You didn't have to tell me that, because that's why I'm sending you this email in the first place. So eventually what I did was, that's not actually a good thing to use. What you can do is, you can actually email YouTube directly at their Copyright Matters email address, and ask them about that. So I sent them the emails, and a month and a half after my channel had been originally taken down, it was finally up again. I had to go through so much stupid shit and put up with so much, there's no other word to describe it. It's stupid shit. They should not have had that, they shouldn't have had that website in the first place if it would do nothing for me. I'm scared to think about how many other people might have gone through what I did for even longer, because I've thankfully dealt with that sort of thing before in difficult cases. I'm not certain how many unfortunate, inexperienced people might have had to gone through what I did. So that was just the first time, and thankfully the subsequent other times my channel was taken down, like, yeah, that's another reason why I think I'm the pooper who's had it the worst in history. My channel's been taken down 3 times entirely. Like, a lot of people will just get nervous if they get a single strike. I'm a guy who's had their entire channel taken down 3 times, and I've come back from each of them. Thankfully, the subsequent times, I knew what to do a little better. Like, The second takedown, it took just 2 weeks to get back this time. The third takedown, in which they actually copyright struck a video that I had only just disputed with, because they had also taken it down during the second takedown as well, so basically it got double struck in a row. That only took like 4 days, and that was when I decided to make a Zippcast and a Tumblr account, where I proceed to use Zippcast for, like, if my channel ever got taken down again, and I used Tumblr so I could rave about StarCraft and Bayonetta. So yeah, that's the sort of stuff that I have dealt with, and I'm still getting all sorts of copyright claims to this day. Thankfully, I have not gotten a strike in a while, but it could be any time, and... No, actually, I have gotten a copyright strike just a month or 2 ago, when the SpongeBob crossover dubs video... Okay, that has been claimed and struck at least 4 times now. 4 times they have tried to say, no, this isn't lawful, and each time I've said, no, it is, and this is why. They are allowed to just hit the same video over and over and over again with no repercussions, because it operates on a system of guilty until proven innocent. Like, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This world, it doesn't care about right or wrong. It only cares about power. And right now, none of us have it. It's all in the hands of the companies that they think they can get away with doing whatever they want because they know they can, and they're never going to stop until someone actually does something about it. Which, it looks like it's going to be a long time because, unfortunately, YouTube is the most popular video sharing site now. Like, barely anyone is even on Zippcast, which sucks. Someone's going to have to start a new site to share videos on that actually knows what it's doing, and it needs to be soon, because until then, we are trapped. We are trapped in a dark hole. And that's why I'm glad that this Where's the Fair Use hashtag exists and it's gotten so popular, because it's a great way of spreading awareness of how stupid this whole thing is, and just getting the word out there and encouraging, hopefully, someone eventually to finally fix this whole thing. Because it has caused me so much heartbreak and anguish, and it's caused a lot of other people that too. Like, it's gotten to the point where even grade A under A, a guy whose videos literally just consists of poorly made stick figures talking, even he's being copyright struck. Like, that's almost as bad as if Zero Punctuation, a show that has literally never used actual footage before, got copyright struck as well. Like, how low can you go? Grade A under A, it's fucking stick figures! That, with huge-ass chins! That is not harmful at all. It's not harmful to any business. And if any of you are like, well, you don't actually know fair use, you're just whining about something you rightfully deserve. Okay, there's an unsubscribe button right below this video, and I want you to click it. I don't need you fuckers on my channel, even near me. I don't want you here. It's... like, I'm shocked that I am the first YouTube pooper to be able to get monetized. I am surprised. Like, honestly, I'm half convinced this is an act of karma or something. Like, life finally decided, you poor guy, you have put up with so much shit through all this that, you know what, we're not only gonna make it so they don't copyright strike you for a while or as frequently, we're gonna allow you to make money off this as well. And if that's the case, thank you, karma. Not saying God, because, well, I'm not gonna shove my atheist dick down anyone's throat. I'm not awful fawful, for God's sake. But yeah, this whole thing, it's affected me badly, it's affected all of my friends too, and just, it needs to stop. YouTube. If anyone high up sees this, you're probably not going to because you don't care about me, but... God damn. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just rambling at this point. Let's just brutalize this imp. And... yeah, I think that's my basic 2 cents on the whole situation. Let's just get back to talking about Doom. Oh, jeez, cacodemons, I did not see where they came from. Getting low on plasma rifle ammo. Up, jeez. Come on. And now I'm completely empty. Well, time to use my hands, and now my gun. My beautiful, beautiful minigun. I think that, out of all the weapons in Doom, the minigun is the one that's probably been made the most powerful, because the minigun in the original Doom, it just used pistol ammo, so even though it did a good steady stream of damage, the individual bullets didn't do a lot of damage. But here, since it's assault rifle ammo, they do a lot more damage, and it fires a lot faster, too. Albeit at the cost of having to spin it up first, but then again, the alternate fire for that, pretty much negates the penalty as long as you're smart. I'm gonna quickly save here. Oh, my NPC survived. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I assumed he died. Great. Oh yeah, something else cool about the NPCs is that I think that not only can they do brutal takedowns, but they don't even need a berserk pack to do them, which it can be helpful. But as I said, even though like their health regenerates automatically, so you don't have to worry about like them stepping in lava, it doesn't have as much of a point. But I don't know. So I finally got the rocket launcher back there. There's not much to talk about with it. It's a rocket launcher. It does a lot of damage. It does explosive damage. So there's that. Though unfortunately, it can affect you as well. Which that's the thing. In the original Doom, it was pretty easy to like if you were constantly ducking to and from behind a corridor. It was kind of easy to accidentally hit the wall you duck behind and blow yourself up. Which made it, you never want to use it if you're in a small area. You want to be in a big area for it. So there's that. Also, in this game, it has a clip size of 6. That was something I forgot to mention last time. Another weapon that has a clip size is the rocket launcher. Something else that I like about how the weapons have been improved in Brutal Doom is that they feel a lot more powerful as well, like, both in terms of, like, the fact that the screen shakes every time you fire, and also in that the sound effects are really improved as well. Like, the shotgun in the original Doom was just like, pew, pew, but now it's like, boom, every time you fire it, and yeah, you can really feel the weight that the weapons carry now. So yeah, this whole place here, it's a dark room, meaning that if you didn't get the X-ray with goggles before, you'd pretty much be toast at this point. Oh, where's my NPC? Guess he died. Oh well. At least I don't have to worry about friendly fire and constantly dodging out of the way anymore. Ah, jeez. My shotgun's out of ammo. Switching to assault rifles. Oh boy, those are running low on ammo too. Aw, sweet, the demon strength rune. Jeez. Oh boy. At least I have plenty of shotgun ammo. Albeit I just had to reload it there. Oh, demon infighting. I'll just let them do that for a bit. It's cool, guys. Just wail away on each other. I don't mind at all. I wish you did it more often, as a matter of fact. Yeah! Oh, damn. Hoop. Up. There we go. Let's see. I want to explore the rest of this area quickly, because I don't want the, Oh, good! New night vision goggles. That'll help. Now, remember that this is a pretty expansive set of corridors here, so I want to make sure I've gotten everything. Ooh, the red key. Glad I didn't miss that. Oh, oh, no! Oh, boy, where did you come from? Whew. Yeah, these games, even though they're not horror games, they still know how to surprise you and keep you on edge. Which is something that I heard was actually expanded on even more in Doom 64, which actually, had more of a horror atmosphere, had more, like, gothic areas, and also had a lot creepier music, too. I haven't played it, but I kind of want to, because that could be interesting to see how it did horror in the traditional gameplay before Doom 3 was a thing and went all the way with horror. Oh, right. There's a lot of lost souls here, and I don't have an automatic weapon, which will make things tricky. But thankfully, it seems to be doing well, especially since they were infighting. Yeah, Doom 64 is actually, like, the sequel to Doom 2, which I didn't know about. It's funny, because I've heard that it actually has the most plot out of the Doom games, which is funny considering that I think it was either John Romero or John Carmack who said, a plot in video games is like plot in porn. It's to be expected, but it's not really that important. And a few years later, when we have things like BioShock Infinite, Red Dead Redemption, Spec Ops The Line, Undertale, and yeah, it's funny how far gaming has come since then. Ooh, more Mega Armor, that's good. So I'll go... No, that's not it. It's over here, as a matter of fact. Something cool about the ending of Doom 64, and that, if you ask me, makes Doom Guy even more of a badass, is at the end they realize, well, I'm probably going to be fighting demons forever, and at the end they choose to actually remain in Hell rather than go back to Earth, so they can make sure no demon ever invades again, which is cool. Like, I just imagine him, like... Okay, in Brutal Doom, he has a series of really rude and psychopathic taunts, like yelling at his enemies all the time in ways that would make Freddy Krueger shit himself. I imagine that Brutal Doom Guy, is basically what happens after the original Doom Guy just is in Hell for a while. He starts to lose and becomes much more violent. I'll say this guy. Okay, the thing about... Okay, here's a lesson for all you Doom newbies out there. Every time you see a really juicy-looking power-up or a key in a circular room, get out your minigun and start spinning it up, because chances are there's going to be enemies that come out from the walls. And you really don't want to be caught with your pants down in Doom, especially in Brutal Doom. So let's see here. Remember this part. I'm not sure where exactly the exit per se is. Shoot up all the guys here. Blast his arm off. Ah, another guy for me to save. Cool Cat saves the Marines. Maybe I'll name the episode that. Actually, no, I'll just put in the "Where's the fair use" hashtag, so that way, even if people aren't a fan of the LP, they can at least, they'll at least know that this is the place to go if they want my 2 cents on the whole movement. Stop blocking my way. One of them died. Rest in peace, son. You've done good. Up. Nah. Jeez. Oh, something else that's worth mentioning is that you can dual-wield plasma rifles in this game as well, which is awesome. Like, honestly, it makes these weapons even more powerful than the almighty BFG 9000. Though, granted, the BFG 9000 does area damage a lot easier. This is just better for, like, the single targets. It's funny, because even though the BFG is considered, like, the ultimate weapon, and it uses the same, ammo as the plasma rifle, even though the first time I played, I thought that basically outclassed the plasma rifle. Again, it's a situation where in Doom, every one of your weapons is always going to be useful to you at a certain time, and you're never going to want to be without them. I remember that there's a nasty trick. I'm going to save here. Yeah, you're never going to want to be without one of your weapons, because every one of them serves a purpose. Like the plasma rifle It's better for when you're trying to take down, it's better for, like, snap, when you need to snap your reflexes quickly, because a tough enemy suddenly comes out of nowhere, or, and the BFG is better for the wide open areas where you have more to move, where there's a lot of enemies around, because the BFG does, heavy single target damage, and light damage to any enemies that are nearby, so it has, they're both useful in different ways. The plasma rifle you've seen before, so, yeah, as you can see there, the ceiling starts crushing you once you go beneath it. I don't know what, I guess once I already hit this button, that means that I don't have to hit it again. And now it's going slowly, yay. So the plasma rifle, it's better for when you need to... Oh, no! Ah, phew. Yeah, the plasma rifle is better for when you quickly need to spring into action and when you're facing off a single target or multiple targets in a tight room. And the BFG is better for when you have more wide open space, because the BFG takes a couple seconds to charge and does heavier single target damage. I'm gonna head back and pick up the armor and some medikits, because where I currently am at, I don't want to go into the next level yet. Doom Guy's such a badass. He gets shot up a ton of times, and all he gets is a nosebleed. And he walks over a medical kit, and he fixes the nosebleed. Oh, he actually lived after all. Oh, sweet. Alright, I don't remember where they are per se. I'm gonna go back in the dark room and see if I can get them. Okay, I'm gonna quickly skip this part, because this might take a while as well, so I'll come back when I've gotten all the health packs. So skipping now.
Open up the limits. Past the point of no return. Reach the top, but still you gotta learn how to keep it.
Oh, wait, I remember this level. This is one where that exit back there, that was a fake exit. I think that... Okay, I'm going to check to make sure. I will think that there's more enemies that come out. I'm going to quickly kill them off. So let's see. It was... Yeah, I believe it was over here. Yeah, sure, this is an exit. Yeah, just as I thought. It's a trap! Oh good, there was a health pack right there. And spin it up. I think my guy back there died, unfortunately. Well, at least he died in battle. And there is no greater honor than that. Ooh, a soul sphere! Daddy-like. Yeah, I'll quickly grab these. And now I'll get the soul sphere. Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Pick up a computer area map. And now it's time to backtrack. I'll go back to the skipping.
Hit the wheel and double the stakes. Throttle wide open like a bat out of hell. You crash the gates. Crash the gates. Going for the back of the arm.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Came from behind. Haha! Gotcha. And now I'm at maximum health. So, this was another episode of Brutal Doom. Sorry about the wait, everyone. I'll try to see if maybe I can do another episode tomorrow to make up for the lost time. I just forgot because, I hate to say it, but I've spent a lot of my time lately looking at Undertale stuff. That game has fucking taken over my life. Oh, hey, I got 100% secrets. That's cool. Okay, so spawning vats. That's going to be the next one. Ow. Oh, wow. They quickly throw you into the fire zone here. Huh. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. I can't do a Markiplier impression.